All right, what is up, everyone? How we doing? How we doing? What's up, Silver, my man? I appreciate that. What's up, Slava? How you doing? If you're here, we got Cryptic Jared saying, "What's up, my man? Killing it on ZBC and waiting on a correction to grab more. That's good, my man. Yeah, I'm glad for you guys that got it on ZBC and at the bottom. We got Cryptic Jared for 2. I appreciate that. Can we look at Well or Moonwell on base? Well, you talking about just Moonwell? What is this thing at 3 pennies? Yeah, Well's a good one. It's still going sideways. It's holding over the 0.5 now. We zoom out. Hopefully you're still here. But yeah, we bounced off of our macro trend once again. We're over the macro 382 at 1.8. And now we're over the 0.5. So we've been saying this, especially on the macro monthly chart. We put in another higher low, so it's time to make our way up for a higher high possibly. And possibly off of this move up, going up about 265% up here to 12.5 cents. But Well does not look bad at all. And then going on the shorter weekly time frame, get the auto button off. But Well's not a bad play at all. I didn't realize it was a base coin. No, it's on Coinbase. Yeah, you're over the 382. So that 0.5 high to the low, 382. So short term you're bullish, long term you're bullish. Not looking bad. And then zoom back out, Well to the moon. I mean, if this macro chart holds up, I don't see why Well wouldn't just, in a bull market, just shoot all the way up here to $1. So now to $1.30 is about almost a 38x from where you are. Yeah, Well's a good play. What's up, Joseph? What's up, Roman? What's up, Dave F? We got Links Cater in the house. How you doing, my man? What's up, Bryant? Z-Beck, I guess we're gonna have to look at it. Is she still bullish? Tars and Degen. Yeah, Z-Beck's still bullish. Tars AI to the moon. What do we got going on here? Yeah, she's pushing back up again. But that's what we said last time we looked at her. It didn't look bad. The only thing we're concerned with is getting through this 0.5 from 10.8 up to 15.5. If you get over this 15.5, then you're in business because you're getting over this volume area here. All this support and resistance in here. So if TARS AI can get over 15.5, she may have a large spike up. But yeah, she's been looking bullish and she's pushing. So another 11% to get over that 15.5. If you get over that, could have a spike up of 85%. And then up to 26. And if you get over that, then she's just going to start going, I think. And TARS AI, what are we at? 14 cents. So this thing to $1 easily probably from now is an 8x. And then maybe $2 is your target. And that would give you about almost a 15x. But as long as you're over 10.8, you're bullish. Degen. What is Degen doing? Degen to the moon. Oh yeah, we were. Degen's looking good here. I'm just gonna go ahead and draw it. Continuation pattern to the upside. Low to the high. We're over the 382, so as long as you're holding up in this pattern and as long as you're over the 382, you're bullish and potentially in a continuation pattern. So over 4.8, if this thing can get up over, let's see. Yeah, I would say a 3-day candle up over this 6 level, then it's going to continue up. But then after you get over that level, you have to, of course, push through the macro 3-2. But yeah, she put in the bottom. I don't know if you guys realize that. We did from the low to the high. She tagged a 786. That was it, and she's been moving up. So on the macro, you have to get over this 70072. And then you can be bullish for this thing to possibly push up. try to get over that 618. That's a 3x to get over a penny and a half. And if DJing can accomplish that at some point, which I think it will, I think this thing's definitely going to hit a new high. The official new high would be about 17 cents. That is a 31x from today, so maybe 20 cents. That's a 37x almost. The DGen doesn't look bad for the bottom being in. Alright, what's ZBEC doing? Is she still pushing? Oh, she's correcting. Oh. Are you kidding me? Whoa, she went all the way up there? Where did we look at her last? Wasn't it down here? Oh, man. Dude, that's what we've been saying forever on ZBEC. Damn, she blew through the high and hit the 1272, and that was it. Yeah, it looks like you're in for a correction now. That was a large move. Man, how my life would be different right now if I would have got in right here where I wanted to. Not completely, but I would have a little bit of money in the market. That's ridiculous. ZBC and went to the moon a little bit here. It's amazing. Yeah. So I would look for a correction, probably back down to the high, to the 236 at that 3.3 level. Unless it turns around, but it's already down. I would look for another, if you're looking to buy back in, another 17% drop back down to 3.3, and that should hold. Damn. Hopefully you guys took profit on ZBEC. Yeah, that's what I see ZBEC doing. Hopefully, I mean, she's already down, like I said, holding bullish over this level, and then I mean, it could technically come all the way down to the 32786 still again and still be bullish. So it just depends. 3.3 would be a good spot, and if it drops all the way back down here to 2425, it'd be a 40% correction back down. Not looking too bad though. Let me turn this music down. Yeah, is the music too loud? It may be. ZBEC's a sleeping monster, yeah. It just sucks that I didn't catch her down here. It was like it was yesterday, this accumulation that was going on. So the wick down and then it was over. How much did she go up? From that wick down and the new candle that spawned in. Oh man. She did a 5.5x. That'd have been almost a 20x for me with my 3x leverage. Oh, why did I buy Beam? Oh my god. Volumes are good. I appreciate that, my man. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Can we do CTX? Damn, I should have trusted my gut, because it was telling me that ZBCN is going to be the next XC and it's just going to start running. Why did I type it in again? And that's what happened. And Beam's still down at the bottom doing nothing. CTX, what is CTX doing here? Yeah, if we go all the way out to the monthly on CTX, it looks like the bottom is in. That white line I drew on the chart. I get to where we can see it. It's just below the 236. That's where you're getting stuck, so you got to get back over 205. But clearly, there's support in this area. You didn't quite hit it, but you wicked down to that 786 final support area. And you're pretty much holding that 618. So yeah, that 618 area is your support. I think that's it. In a perfect world, it should be up only for ZB or CTX here. So once you get over 205, you should spike up 100% almost to 370. Do about a 2x move. And then once you finally get up to the 618, that's a 5x. And then bull run is going to be over, in my opinion, 975. So for this thing just to hit a 786 retracement up to 19, so $20 would be your 10x. Is it going to go higher than that? I would not hold CTX past the 10x. So if you get a $20 CTX, not financial advice, that's where I would get out. Because there's no telling. There's so many different coins out. I know it's low market cap, but maybe a slightly higher high above 50, maybe 60 to 70 bucks and get your 35, 30x. Official retracement is going to be 140. But if CTX does a 72x from here, then I think we're all going to make it. What's up, Christoph? How you doing? The road ahead. There's the stable coin known as ICP. What's up, Mohammed? Flash crash is coming, is it? Let's see. Yeah, I think a good price for ICP is going to be $75. If I owned ICP, that's where I'm getting out at. I believe that's the 618 retracement. It is on my rollover list, so it's still down here going sideways. She's doing nothing. It hasn't moved since the last time we looked at it. It's just dead in the water right now. What is it holding? Oh yeah, it's right on the final support level. So I would have to imagine that this is the last time you could buy this thing this low. You're on that final 786 support, as you can see there. And then once you get over the 23632, macro bottom is in and you're bullish. Pretty much over 10 bucks. Yeah, and then the 618 retracement, 74 to 75 bucks. That's going to get you a 14x. That's our price we've had forever. Anywhere from 75 to 200. So if you're bullish on this thing, be a 48.5x up to 200 bucks. But it's just doing nothing right now. It's going completely sideways. But yeah, I can't wait till the market picks back up. Yeah, and you're getting stuck high to the low 236. So short term, you got to get over this. What is it? 575 level. Bullish over 7. Short term. Bottom in and longer term, bullish over 10. Griffin to the moon. Yeah, you're holding up bullish over the 382. Doesn't look bad. Holding bullish, going sideways. So as long as you're over 8.5, you're good. And as long as you're over, even down to about 7.6, 7.5. But you're holding over the macro 382. You need to get back over pretty much 10. 10 up to 12, and then of course breakout's going to be over the 618 at 18, but it's not looking bad where it is. It's going sideways over bullish support. New high on Griffin, which I think Griffin's going to be a good play, so I would say $1.50 to $2 maybe. That is a 16.5x up to 20x. And if it goes up to 250, and about 27x from here. But it's not looking horrible. GLQ, yeah, I haven't live streamed in 2 days. It's kind of crazy. That's the longest I've never live streamed. Graph Leak, is anyone gonna buy this coin? It looks like all these other coins. It looks just like LCX and PNG and ABT. They all ran. Came back down. It looks like that should have been the bottom. Consider support, resistance, support. So that 618 area should have been it. So you're over 2. Keep it simple as long as you're over 2. And you're sitting right under 382 low to the high area. So 2 up to 3. If you can stay over 3, then you're bullish. As long as you're over 2, I think the bottom is in. So I think the bottom was just under that 2 penny range. A penny and a half again. I don't know what all these numbers are. I'm going to get all this crap off the screen. Yeah, there's no way it's going up there. A $5 GLQ would be... that's just not happening. More likely, a new high, a 17x up to 50 cents. 50 cents to $1. Moon Boy would be $1. Because that's a 35x on this thing. Yeah, why do you guys think we're gonna crash? What's up, Eldor? How you doing, my man? Hive AI. Hive AI. Let's see how we look at this. Oh, it's Honey Mapper. Buzz. Hive AI. What is this? Yeah, Eldor will be coming up with the coins. Oh, what is this doing? That doesn't look horrible. Looks like it's starting to curl up at the bottom. Yeah, it's getting stuck at the 236 right now. So bottom is in over 1-1, bullish over 2, breakout bull run over 4.5. But this does not look horrible. This little curl up forming. Alright, this one doesn't have a bad chart. It's going sideways, it's holding up. I don't know what it is or where you can buy it, do your research. This one, let's see, we got a, yeah, up to 4.5 would be a 5x, 786 retracement at, so I would say 5 cents would be a good target, and then 10 cents for a 10x. And then if you think it's going to the moon up to 50 cents, that's a 53x. But it does not look horrible. Nice looking chart. What's up, James? Some Harlem fashion, Q&T pumped. No, we use Deck Screener too. But yeah, mainly Trading View. Wow, we bearish? We only got 20 people in here. I guess we are. Yeah, ZBCN went up. I think the top is in for now. It's going to retrace down. Q&T went up. Is it over 100? Let's see what Q&T's up to. As I switch the music. Oh no, she's going? Let's see. We gotta get a monthly. We gotta get the monthly candle to close. This is what we've been screaming for a long time. If this monthly candle can close over this yellow line, then you're bullish. So she's pushing at the moment. So we'll keep it simple. We're going to see what this monthly, you got what, 4 days left on the monthly candle. 4 days left is going to tell you, but you just hit resistance, so you just hit the 618. So we'll keep it real simple. If you can get over this 114 pretty much and hold, then you're in business, I think. Yeah, even getting a daily candle close, because we got that daily candle closed over, and then we're moving. So if you can get an hour and 40 minutes from now, possibly have a shot. But if you get these larger candles to stay over, and the big thing, like I said, to watch is the monthly. If the monthly stays over clearly with a candle body over this yellow line, over the 382, over 100, then we finally going to have that breakout, because we get stuck every time with wicks and candle bodies and just. But you really got to get a candle body to close over that level, and then you're in business, like I said. So QNT is trying here. It's all going to depend. 4 days and 2 hours. And then QNT anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000. Conservative would be $2,000. Is that your almost an 18x, and then 4.5 to 5,000 is anywhere from a 40x up to about a 45x. And if you want to be way more conservative on QNT, official new high is a 7x up to 800. So conservative price would probably $1,000. That's a 9x from here. What's up, T13? How many times are you going to say AI tech? If I look at it, you better be here. Come on now. What's up, Cha? How you doing, my man? Working hard still? Sub-Zero. Yeah, I remember when you told us about ZBCN. You still holding it? Yeah, I can't get in yet, my man. I can't. I could have weeks ago when I put that money on Beam. Beam didn't move, it went down a little bit. But I should have put it on ZBEC, but it is what it is. But I don't get paid for a couple of weeks. I don't get paid for 2.5, almost 3 weeks from now, so let's go into 2 pennies. QNT pumped a little bit. What did we look at? Oh, AI tech. AI tech to the moon. Is she still moving? Yeah, just be careful with QNT though. It just hit the 618. So it may be done. It may come all the way back down. Yeah, same thing with AI tech here. She pumped up, hit our red box of resistance, our 382. I think that's our high to the low 618. Yeah. So this one also high to the low 618 and macro 382. So 6.5 up to 7.2 is the price it got stuck at. So just keep it simple. I mean, you hit resistance. Hopefully you took profit. You're sitting over the 236, so short term, low to the high. If you can hold over 5.4, you're still bullish, even down to the 4.4 level. But I would say if you lose the 236, it's probably going to, of course, drop all the way down here. So 30% drop is lingering. So we'll see how it plays out. But you're trying to hold short term bullish over 5.4. If you can get back over this red box, then you'll start moving again. But clearly, this support or resistance turns support is now resistance again. That's why you're getting stuck along with the levels here. So AI tech to the moon. If it can ever push through the red box, 20x up to $1.20. You're at the gym. You finally bought Dog and Me. Yeah, if ZBET goes to $1, all I'm going to say is congratulations, man. That would be nice. I hope you guys make it. finally bought Dog and Me. Did Dog and Me move? Dog and Me, she's doing nothing, but she looks good. Yeah, Dog and Me, she's looking at the overall chart here, weekly, macro, monthly, whatever. It just looks like it just looks like it's gonna just go completely vertical at some point. Hopefully these coins hang out for another couple of weeks so I can get in on something. You're still getting stuck below the 2 level. I believe you're still at the... So it's really not moving right now. Yeah, you're still over the 382. Pretty much got stuck at the 236. So as long as you're over the 6.6 level, you're still bullish. But it's really not doing anything. It's doing every time it just chops around. And then it'll pump back up to a higher high, chop around until it's ready to go. So if you can get over 9.6, you'll be a little bit more bullish. And then of course that 2 level. And then ultimately, if you guys are accumulating this one, where's this thing going? A penny and a half is you're still a 20x from here. No, the only thing I can say about Q&T is a lot of coins did the same thing recently. A lot of coins, even Turbo. We need to look at Turbo. They came up and they hit. If they got over the 382, they hit the 618, and they're just getting stuck now. They're not moving. They didn't really crash, but they're not moving. So Q&T could still end up holding up. But like we showed you, from the high to the low, it's smacked right into the 618. Confirmation for a breakout, in my opinion, is the monthly candle. If this monthly candle stays over this, then it's up from here on out. I don't think there's time for it to break back down into the pattern and then just break down again. So if it is going to break down, I would say it's not going to break down a lot. I don't know if we did this. So you're at the 618, and we've seen a lot of coins hit the 618 and then also hold the 236. So I would just keep it simple. As long as you're over 100, you're still bullish. We could look at it tomorrow and it could be all the way up here, over 130. So like we said on the daily chart, if you can get over this 112 area with a daily candle close, no, 113, 114, we'll say 114. If you get a daily close over 114, then you may be in business to continue pushing. That's really all I can do with it. What's up, Slava, my man? I've got Eldor for 2. I appreciate that, my man. Natix to the moon. What is Natix doing? When's the last time we looked at Natix? Oh, she's still pumped a little bit. Damn, she got stuck at the same level again. Every time it comes up here to this 786 area, it just gets stuck every time. Yeah, that looks like you topped. She pumped, but it may be the top. Yeah. So it looks like this one's coming back down to 1,001. So not bad. Another 9-10% drop to see if you're going to hold. I did just put in a lower high. Man, that was a large move. So if this one continues to run, a 2x to the higher high at 1272 at 003. Yeah, it's not that big of a move from here. I don't have no idea, man, my man, where this coin is going. I don't like the chart at all. What are we at? So maybe a penny's the target. Because a penny from here is going to be at 8.5x. A penny from the accumulation period down here. Yeah, that's an 18x. It's not too bad. So maybe a penny's the target on that one. I appreciate the 2. And then, of course, like I said, bullish support over 12.5. I guess if you zoom out like this on the weekly and the monthly, it's going completely sideways. Hasn't done anything. Is it a baby ZBCN? What's up, David? How you doing, my man? Toshi, I would imagine, is in the same spot. Toshi, she's down 4%. Yeah, it's doing like dogging me in these other coins where they look good, but they're not doing anything. Still potentially holding up very well here. Yeah, you're still over the low to the high 236, so 6.8 is your support to stay bullish, even down to the 7.86. But on top of that, you're also, you're just in this little consolidation phase, little bull flag pattern, which doesn't look horrible. Yeah, it pretty much got stuck at the 618, and now you're holding and going sideways, just like we're looking for on QNT. Doesn't look bad, and it hasn't really moved. Toshi, new high, possibly over the 1414, take it up to 3.8. That's a 5.5x just to make a new high, which should, I would have to say, be the next move up. Because if we come up here, we make a lower high, and then we break down, I don't know if there's time for all that. There could be. But this thing to a penny to 2 pennies, I think you guys are calling for like 5 pennies. It's a 14.5x. 2 pennies is a 27x. And Toshi to 5 cents, which could be possible. It's a big meme coin on Coinbase. It's a 75x, possibly. Is Turbo still holding up? Yeah, Turbo hasn't moved either. She's still got stuck at the 618. But this is what I meant with QNT. Just got stuck and could go sideways for a while. Same thing Turbo's doing. It has to get over that 5.9 to 6 level. And it's, it's over the 236, so we're just stuck at the moment. I guess nothing happened over the last 2 days when I wasn't here. Oh, Ethereum's trying to break out. Ethereum got that weekly close over, and she's moving again. It's like a slow grind up. I don't know. I don't know why people are calling for a crash when everything looks bullish to me. We may get a small correction, which would be normal, but I don't see a crash coming. Ethereum's looking good. Bitcoin's looking good. Yeah, I was out. I was gone for a couple days. Unexpected little... unexpected trip, I have to say. That's as far as I'll put it. But I did miss you guys. I haven't seen. Oh yeah, I read that. How's that coin going higher than Turbo? What coin? Talking about Toshi? We gotta realize though, Turbo already ran. Turbo and Bonk went to the moon and they never came back down. So you got to ask yourself. I know everyone's bullish on turbo, but you got to ask yourself how much gas is left in the tank. How much higher can it actually go? Now, I got a couple coins breaking out. So how's Jasmine doing? Oh, Jasmine's still stuck. Ultimately, we got a little bit of excitement in the market. A couple coins pumped. ZBEC, of course, pumped well, but most coins just got stuck and they're just doing nothing again. It's just been sideways chopped now for a while. Oh, man. What's up, Joe? He says crypto jail. We got James for 5. I appreciate that, my man. Deck screener, Gigadwarf. 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 Man, they come up with everything. Yeah, what is that on? Gigadwarf. Oh, never mind. Gigadwarf, sweet CTO. It's only been out for 6 days. All right, yeah, I found it. I'll pull it up. What's up, Ari? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right, let's bring up Gigadwarf. It looks fairly new, but we'll give it a look anyway. Gigadwarf. What does this thing got? 131k market cap, 41k locked, only 187 holders. What is this? Giga on Sol? I guess. Let's just see what it's telling us. Yeah, I mean, it just made a higher high, so that's not bad. I don't like the chart at all here. I would just say complete gamble play. Small frame, giga brain, mega gains. Alright, if we do it that way. Wick high, low. Yeah, you're getting stuck at the 786, but you did break the high barely. So your resistance right now is 12.9. And your support would be 10. 3 zeros 1. And then low to the high. Yeah, pretty much if you're over that 1-2 up to 1-3 area, you're still bullish, but that's a large wick. At some point, I would imagine it's going to go if it's going to get bought. But Giga Dwarf to the moon, what is it at? 3 zeros 1. Yeah, there's no telling where this coin's going to go. I would have to say top of the fib to 002. So eating 1-0 on this thing. If it's going to be anything at all. It'd be a 19x. Pretty much. But it's new and it's just kind of curling up here, so it doesn't look horrible. And it's holding a trend. Clearly. So not horrible looking. Oh yeah, Solana. The entire chat pisses off because no one streams for so long. Yeah, I was away from my computer. There's nothing I could do about it. You got the right CA DVG9. Yeah, I looked at it. Yeah, DVG8W. And it was the only one that popped up. There's Giga Chad on Soul. There's Giga Chadette on Soul. Giga Dwarf. Oh yeah, that had to be it. Ooh, it's hot in here again. Math is never going to start running. Doing good, done with the school year, ready to focus on the market. Yeah, I'm ready to get to work. Ready to get this job started and just get my life going in the right direction so I can get back into the market and focus on the market and make it out of here with you guys. That's my plan. So just keep grinding every day to make myself better. Math is going to start running. Let me pull out my crystal ball. Math is going to start running July 20th of 2027. It's never going up. Did we say the bottom is in on Math? Yeah, Math is low market cap, Coinbase coin, but we say that about everything. Yeah, you tagged to 786, so I would have to imagine that's the bottom. So the only thing I would say is, only thing I can say is when is it going to go up? I would say once it's bullish, and it's still bearish. You're getting stuck right at the 236 at 15. So you can be bullish on it over 20 and a half. Once you get over that 382 there, short term, and then of course long term bullish 28. And I don't know if people are going to buy it. Are people going to buy Math actually? It's a 12x to about $1.60. I don't know. Over the high, maybe $6. Moonshot for almost a 38x on Math. Bitcoin update. Bitcoin's not doing anything. Bitcoin update. Stuck. Go back home. It's just chopping around. It's still trying to hold. It's still trying to get over this previous high. Weekly candles are still getting stuck here. Yeah, got to get a weekly candle now to close. So we got 5 days left to see if we can get over this 109.3. And then we'll see if we'll push up. I would say if we get a weekly candle close over 109.3, then there's a good chance we're headed for 120K. What's up, big dog? What is osmosis? Yeah, I think I saw a tweet earlier. Someone said that Trump was buying up a whole bunch of Bitcoin. he said he wants some loud music. Yeah, we just got it on the chill music since we're not really moving or anything. We bring out the bullish music when we're actually moving. Osmosis. It's a Coinbase coin apparently. Yeah, we already got a chart for it. I think. Let's see. Oh, come on. Why don't we have a good chart for this thing? It's on Blowfin. There we go. Osmosis. Bearish chart. Lower lows and lower highs across the board. So, macro-wise, over 48, up to 84 to be bullish. Until then, it's just going down. I have no idea if this coin's... I mean, it's on Coinbase, so it'll probably have some sort of a pump. So short term, you got to get over pretty much 35 to be the bottom end. And then bullish short term over this 48, bottom end. And even more short term, a lot of different things you can watch. Yeah, it's getting stuck right at the 236 right now. So very short term, you pretty much just got to get over. If you can't get over 34, you're still bearish. I would just keep it that simple. But there's nothing good looking on this chart. It's not bullish in any way. And you guys got to realize that not everything's going to get bought. Yeah, it's a 2x up to there. 618 retracement up to $2 will get you your 9.5x. So $2 and $4, I guess, would be good targets for this one. If people are going to buy it. That'd be a 17.5x up to 4. Yeah, ETH doesn't look bad where it is. Desync. Destra Network. Desync. Yeah, I mean, you're trying to hold. You move down just a little bit. Come on. Doesn't look the worst. You're going sideways. You're over the 236, but you have to get over 20 to be bullish again. So on the smaller time frames, you are starting to do that little curl up the higher highs and higher lows. So it doesn't look bad. It looks like that's probably the bottom, and it's time to start going up. It's just we're not moving yet. So 618 retracement. That's not the right tool. Let's bring this down just a little bit. What are we at? 17 cents. Yeah, $1 to $2 maybe. I don't know what this coin is. A 6x up to $1, and then $1.50, say $2. $2 is a 10x. $3 for a 17.5x. I mean, it's been going sideways forever. It's starting to curl up here, but just you got to get over 20 to be bullish. Break out over 30. Alright, I didn't even do a poll today. I forgot to do a poll. Sorry, we only got 20 people in here. What was that one coin we were looking at? Who brought that up? I don't remember if that was David or Matthew. Who was that? It was one coin that's been going sideways and doing nothing forever. I think it had something to do with that quantum computing you guys are talking about. I don't remember what that coin was, though. I don't remember. Yeah, everyone please hit the like button. Yo, why we got Giga Dwarf coming in? Yeah, we already looked at Giga Dwarf. We got the... Oh, about to put silver to work. They're shilling their Giga Dwarf coin. Yeah, we're not buying Giga Dwarf on this channel, so... What are we at? An hour in? Not too bad. Oh shit, I forgot my phone went off earlier. What's up? What happened to LCX? We got the bots in the chat. I don't remember what LCX chart we were looking at. It's just simply not doing anything. What happened to it? Nothing. Bottom is in. It's just not moving. Very short term, low to the high. It's down below the 618, so it's probably just coming back down to tag the trend again. I mean, it doesn't have to. Another 7% drop. He was still higher lows on the short term. But ultimately, just zooming out to the monthly, it's just still down here. Not bad on the monthly. I mean, it's just put in higher lows. It's just not moving. But I do think the bottom is in. Our green support box held. Our green macro support and resistance area. You can clearly see why that's there. It's just simply on the bottom. Not moving yet, but it's not a bad spot. I would have to say you probably, I mean, it may dip down a little bit, but you're probably not going to get LCX at this price ever again. It's going to start grinding up here, put in a higher high, consolidate, and then just go. And then it may come back down to 35 and bear market, maybe. I don't know. Got Eldor for 2, GME stop. GameStop. I appreciate the 2. GameStop on Sol. We're not selling. Yeah, GameStop on Sol does not have a bad looking chart at all. So BC DeSync is a decentralized platform that provides cloud computing in the AI sector. Okay. All right. Let me do GameStop really quick. And Eldor. Yeah, now this is one I would buy on Solana, not financial advice. Man, I can't wait to get paid. Yeah, GameStop's not a bad looking chart. It's curling up here at the end. It looks like I'm about to miss it. So 2.8 up to 4.6. Once you get over that, you're bullish. If you cannot, you're still bearish. But it looks like it's gonna start moving up soon. It doesn't look bad. It's got 3 million of liquidity. GameStop 2 new high up to 8 is a 30x from here. 32x. What is that? Excuse me. Yeah. If I could just catch some of these coins and just throw 50 bucks at them and just let it ride, I could get $1,000 to $1,500 out of each coin that I gamble on. GameStop's going to be a good one. Yeah, she's curling up here. Just got to get the funds to do that, which I will. I'll get there. Then I'll be a little more excited about life. What am I looking for? Oh, the fib. Yeah, I appreciate the 2, my man. Yeah, and you're holding bullish on that candle with a 3 too. So short term, as long as you're over 2-1, you're bullish. GME. Yeah, what are we looking at now? Oh, we only got 20 people in here. An hour in, I don't know, should we stay on? Yeah, no more with the Gigadwarf. We've had this happen before. We're not gonna go keep looking at the coin. No one's gonna buy it. It's time to time out a bunch of people. Time to make Slava mod. Yeah, where's Kura? I guess she's sleeping probably. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go check on something. Let me switch to music. A little more upbeat music since we're so bearish right now. What do we want? I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. Music too loud. Slava for a bouncer. What's up, Ross, my man? How you been? What's up, Hunter? Oh man, another network coin. Rivals Network. Rivals Network. We got another network coin in the house. So many network coins. Oh, this thing just came out. She's pumping. It looked like it got stuck. Momentum just shifted down. As you can stay over the 382. Oh, we got a headache all of a sudden. If you can stay over 004, you're still bullish. And the price to beat is 6-1. Rival Network. Nice little pump. Yeah, your 382 is right there at that 236. So if you can stay over that 4 level, you're bullish. Short term, if you want to call it that. Breakout over 209. If you stay over the 382, oh, that's a decent move. Pretty much up to 10 cents would get you a 20x, 21x from here. 24, 25x from the support. ETH is loading. Yeah, I think ETH is loading too. Yeah, XCN's holding up well. ZBCN's still bullish. It's getting stuck at the 618 right now, so just be careful. Hoppy. Yeah, Hoppy's not in a bad spot. It's trying to hold the 236. It broke the downtrend. It pumped a little bit, but ultimately it's not doing anything. So macro support right now is that 2 level. Let me pull this up real quick. Yeah, the 0.5 and the 2 level. 2.9, pretty much 3. But you are still holding higher lows out of the breakout. So if we draw this there, maybe you're coming down to the 618. So as long as you're below 295, 618 retracement is in play at 24. So as long as you're below that, you can drop 16% and still be alive, making higher lows. It's not in a bad spot, like I said. Broke the downtrend and it's just waiting. Alright, this music's gotta go. Let's see, Jerry the Turtle. But yeah, Hoppy, if Hoppy holds up here, then a new high on Hoppy is going to take you up for a 25. Let me scratch that and fix it. Oh, almost a 30x, a new high, 308. If Hoppy's going to go to the moon again. Yeah, we looked at Jerry the Turtle. See if we still got it up here. Jerry the Turtle. Damn, she went up since we looked at her, huh? That's what we've been waiting for. Because we pointed out that level of resistance. And then once it was finally broken, with the curl up on the price, she's starting to move up. That's exactly what we always draw and we keep looking for. So I would keep it simple on Jerry the Turtle. The 1618 is your support at 2.2. And if we draw another one, I'll make it bigger in just a second. So they're just pretty much matching up, so we'll move that. So as long as you're over 2.2, even down to 1.5, you're still bullish. So if it pulls back and wicks, as long as you hold this, it's still good to go up. It's not looking bad. Every time we look at it, it's going up more. Next stop for Jerry. Where is my stupid thing at? It continues to push here. Not a bad move. Another 70% move to resistance as long as you're over 2.2 up to 3046. But that's, like I said, that's exactly what we've been looking for on those charts, is that little curl up, especially out of that bullish pattern, and then now it's playing out. What's up, King? I'm ultra bullish on Crypto Undead. I appreciate that. She about to full send. Oh, she about to send. Yeah, that'd be nice if she full sends. Big exchanges coming. But yeah, Ethereum got a weekly close over the 618 and it's holding. Next stop for Ethereum is 28. Yeah, if we can get over 28 and get back over that previous uptrend. Yeah, if we get this green candle up here and closing, we're going to be at a good spot on Ethereum. Time to finally start going up. What's up, Brandon? My biggest bag is XCM, but it seems permanently stuck. I can't tell you what to do. I would not do that. Maybe after XCN pumps, but his EVCN's already gone and it's already stuck at the 618. But that's my opinion. So first off, XCN is still holding up bullish. It's just not moving yet, but it looks like it wants to. Looking on the weekly chart, we're doing that sideways down thing again. But we're holding bullish in our bull flag. As long as you stay above, which I don't have a crystal ball to tell you this 16.6 level, but it's been holding. Because what's going to happen is you'll sell and get in ZBC in, and it'll continue to come and pull back. And then at that point, XCN will take off. And I think once XCN finally does take off out of this pattern, we should get a decent run up, especially if we get over 2.2. I'm looking for a 3x up to 5.5. So the only thing I can say is XCN is holding up in a macro bullish pattern. ZBCN is a good play, but it hit the 618 and it's getting stuck and it's coming back down. But you do what you got to do. Hold on as long as you can and see if this thing is going to backtest here to 3.3. So another 15% drop I think is possible in ZBCN, and it may go lower than that. I mean, it had a decent run here. I know it's tough. Sato the dog, what is that? I think we looked at that one before, yeah. Sato. It's not looking horrible down here. I don't know if this one's going to die or not, but it doesn't look bad. I don't know where you can buy this at, but it doesn't look horrible. It's consolidating, going sideways. Yeah, I mean, this one looks like it's ready to start going up. It's finally got that little higher high and higher low scenario curling up. Bigger time frames, it just looks like it wants to spawn in a candle. The Sato the dog doesn't look horrible. You're sitting over the 618. So short term, your support is 2-1, bullish over 3-4. But not a bad looking chart. Excuse me. Same thing with that other coin we looked at earlier. They start curling up like this, and then the next thing you know it, they're spiking up, getting stuck, and pulling back. As for how high can Sato go, I have no idea. Well, that's not a bad move. Just to get a 618 retracement to 20x. It's not bad at all. Up to 204, and then a 786 retracement. If it's going to go that high, it's up to a penny. It's a 50x. Pretty much. Or 46x. We got David for 5. I appreciate that, my man. Based official Trump. 252 million market cap. Based official Trump. Let's see if he made that easy for me. Yeah, okay, yeah. Pull it up in just a second. Based official Trump to the moon. Doesn't look bad. It looks like the bottom is in. Make sure we're on the right page. Let me switch the music again. Based official Trump. High to the low. Yeah, put in a nice bottom here. Keep it simple. Got to get over 2038. It's going sideways. Not a bad chart, like I said. And then up to the 382. If you can get over the 382 at 2064, then you can be bullish again. Yeah, it's not a bad one. Moonshot to a new high. It's a 50, pretty much a 60x. It's another one I would just throw 50 bucks on, and what, a 60x would get you $3,000? Is that right? It'd be a 10x just to hit a lower high at 2.5. But it doesn't look bad. Not a bad looking chart. Could be a good play. Low market cap. Yeah. Man, there's so many good gamble plays out there like this. Definitely gonna get in some plays when I get paid. Once I get to work. Oh no, what'd I do? You said that's not it. Market cap's 2 million. Well, that's the one we've been looking at. Sato on base. God, what is this? Yeah, let me redo this. Sato. I don't know if it's the same one or not, but here's the other Sato. If I can get anything to work right. Sato the dog, keeping it simple. High to the low. It came up and got stuck at the 0.5. It looks like it's trying to hold over 505. Got to get back over 6.5 to be bullish. It apparently broke the downtrend and it's coming back down. So the downtrend was broken. Come on. Wrong tool. Okay. Yeah, could be it. It's holding the 0.5 and it just tagged a 618. Yeah, depending on where you want to draw this. Maybe it already back tested off of those two levels. So yeah, it's not in a bad spot. So I just keep it simple. If that's it, could be setting up for that nice looking double bottom of the higher low scenario after the downtrend is broken. Get the idea with the little squiggly line there. But other than that, Sato, where can Sato run to? So if it holds that 0.5 and it's above the 236, once it gets over 6.5, bullish, breakout over 9.6. And then Sato to the moon. Oh my God. A new high on Sato's 5.5x almost. So that's not a bad move. 402. So if it can hit, take away 2 zeros. Moonshot gamble, 3 zeros, 1 5. It'd be a 27, 28x. But like I said, it's not a bad looking chart. I would probably throw money in on this one here and see what happens. I mean, there's some we look at that have obviously horrible charts that I would never touch, and then there's some like this. And the other one I looked at that, you know, don't look too bad. It's raining cats and dogs there. Yeah, where I was for the last 2 days, it rained so hard, the power went out, trees fell down. I think 5 huge trees fell down. There were, what are they called? There were pine cones hitting the roof. The wind was ridiculous. It got really windy at one point, my man, and there was like a deep whistle sound. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I do appreciate that 5 for that. We got 20. Yeah, we got 20 people hanging out here today. Let me refresh, see how many likes we got. Switch to music time. So I guess nothing happened over the 2 days I was gone, huh? It doesn't look like anything pumped any. Well, I guess ZBCN's the only coin. ZBCN was the only coin that pumped up. Alright, so what's the next ZBCN? That's the question. Because we called ZBCN the next XCN, which it came out. We pulled our crystal ball and it worked. So what's the next XCN ZBCN coin? Because we'll know when we look at it. still trying to think of that coin that was going sideways forever. It's not Zen. I just wanted to look at Zen. Oh, Zen. Yeah, this has been going down forever. How's ACH holding up? Oh, she's back down at the bottom, huh? Damn, see, I wish I got paid. This would be a perfect spot to buy ACH. She came back down to the trend line. Perfect spot to load up, in my opinion. It could still get a wick down, but yeah. ACH looks primed and ready at some point to just blast out of here. Some Marcia ACH. That's funny you said ACH. I just pulled it up. Spell token is ZBCN. It's a utility coin. Yeah, ACH looks really good here. I mean, it's just at the bottom again. If it gets back over 2.5, you're macro bullish, and then at some point, in my opinion at least, an easy 20x up to 50 cents. Yeah, I was with the Spell token was the next update on the channel, but I didn't have time. So Spell token is actually going to be a good coin. Guess I'm going to have to go look at it. Yeah, Spell token's all the way at the bottom too. You just tag your final supports and it's going sideways. What, is Spell token go to almost a 10x before we know it, to 0.006 and come get stuck? That'd be nice. Yeah, I mean, Spell's not in a bad spot at all. It's holding that 786 level again and the trend line. And it made a slightly higher high. It's making higher lows. I don't know if it's going to be the next CBC and XCN, but it does not look bad at all down here. Yeah, if I had the money right now, I think I'd put it into ACH and Spell token. And Elon. Yeah, because Spell, ACH, and Elon are all on the bottom, just waiting for me. They just need to stay down here for about another month so I can start getting in. No, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to start buying gamble coins. I don't have enough money anymore to buy these big coins yet. I'm going to have to get lucky on something else. And then I'll just have to see my list and see what's hanging out for me. Keycat, what's up? Keycat. Keyboard cat to the moon. Is this a Coinbase coin? Yeah, it looks like that other coin we looked at earlier. It's just chopping around. It doesn't look bad here. It's potentially setting up. It looks like the dog and me chart and everything else is just kind of not exactly like dog and me. So just keep it simple on Keyboard Cat. You're holding over the 618. You're holding over the 382. So as long as you're over that 48 level, you are bullish short, low to the high. And yeah, just keep it that simple. Doesn't look horrible. It's making higher lows. It's potentially set up in a pattern here, just like, I think it looks like Toshi here. So that should be a continuation to the upside. And we'll zoom in. So once this downtrend is broken and you get over 007, then you're in business. Short term though, yeah, it looks like right now if you break over the high to the low 382, possible breakout. But it has to get a candle, not a wick. Over 5.7 up to 6.2. But it is holding the bottom over 5.2. But I would say once it breaks that downtrend there, that it should be in good shape. Excuse me. And the keyboard cat to the moon, it's at to 2 pennies. The new official high would be a 4x. Yeah, maybe 5 pennies is the target for a 10x. I have no idea what this coin is. A 9 to 10x. Moonshot, it's below a penny, so maybe 12 to 15 cents, 20 to a 25x. All right, we got 30 likes. How many people we got left in here? Oh, we still got 32 people in here. Oh, I got a headache. What's up to how, Mr. Miggles? Is Miggles on Coinbase? I always thought Mr. Miggles was the base cat, the Coinbase cat, and then Mr. or Brian Armstrong's cat, or is it Toshi? I could have swore I heard it was Miggles. I don't even know what this chart's doing. All right, we're gonna redo this, Mr. Miggles. High to the low on Miggles, you just hit the 382 and got stuck. Get that out of the way. So high to the low, you got stuck at the 382, so you're still bearish below 4.6. And it looks like you're coming back down to find support at the 236 at 3.3, so expect another 17 to 18% drop from where you are right now. Low to the high short term, you're trying to hold bullish, so if it can stay over 4, you may push back up to get over that 4.7. Any lower, then it's going to put in play that drop. But it's trying to short term hold. But other than that, I'd imagine where you want this thing to go. So from where it is today, possibly holding the 382. If you hold, then you're looking at about a 9.5x up to 37. If you drop back down, a 10x to 37. But if it comes back down to the 236, I'd imagine that's the bottom. Because you can clearly see resistance, resistance, support. And the 382 is going to be heavy resistance too. So I'd imagine a bullish push up over 4.6 up to 8 would be your next move if you can accomplish that. Not bad at 2x. What's up, Daniel? Oh. Pangolin. PNG. What is PNG doing? Pangolin to the moon. Where's PNG? Is she moving? PNG is not moving. It hasn't really moved since we looked at her last. It's just going sideways. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. We've seen these coins do this. A little large green candle spawns in, they hold up, they go sideways. And then at some point, they'll try to get another little pump going. Yeah, you're over the 382. But I do believe the macro bottom on Pangolin is in. Short-term high to the low, as long as you're over 18. Bullish, if it can hold over that. And then the other thing we can do, see if 18 comes up again. So 16.5 up to 18, you can stay bullish. But ultimately, it looks like I put that 382 bottom in over 11. It's just not really moving yet. Clearly, you got to get back over 23 on the larger scale, and then back over to 618 at 47.5 for a possible breakout. And that breakout on Pangolin, is Pangolin going to shoot up here and make a higher high? Slightly higher high to $6 would be a 35x, 33x. Is it going to hit $26? I have no idea. I know Pangolin's a good coin. They got all the coins out, so we'll see. I hope it does. That's 144x from here. I think Pangolin will be one of the good runners on Coinbase. So we'll see how it plays out. Oh, not yet on Coinbase. Yeah, XCN, we've looked at it several times. It's holding up macro bullish, but it's not doing anything. Got to hold over, I believe it's 16.6 and get back over 2. If we get back over 2 and stay and get over 2.2, then maybe we'll get that large spike up, but it's ultimately just doing nothing. Same thing it does every time, this bull flag channel, whatever you want to call it. It's just not doing anything at the moment. So she could still drop 11 or 10, 11% and still be bullish over 16.6, but until we establish over 2 to 2.2, it's not going anywhere. But it may do like it does every time, to where it just starts going. Just like it did last time. And if that's the case, we're looking for a move up to 5.5 to 786 for a 3x move. Yeah, Mochi's the other one. So it's Mochi and Toshi, huh? I don't know. There's so many coins now. I don't know which one of these cat coins is actually going to run. Yeah, XYO doesn't look bad. It's been holding our trend here. Tagged it again. You're over the macro 382, so as long as you're over a penny, you're bullish. And it's been making higher highs and higher lows, so it may still pull back, but at some point I would imagine it's probably going to gun for a higher high. And this little sideways pullback action is not bad. Little falling wedge pattern here. Maybe. Oh no. I shouldn't have drew that. So we'll see. We'll see if the falling wedge plays out. Low to the high. Yeah, you're sitting right on the 0.5. Yeah, some of these are hard to say what's going to happen. It doesn't look horrible. I would say you could even wick down to that 618 at 1 and still be bullish in the pattern. So if your support at 1.2 doesn't hold, yeah, you could drop about 11% and still be okay. And as for getting stuck, clearly the 0.5 and clearly the 382. So short-term price action from the high to the low, still bearish until you get over 14. And like I said, on the macro picture, things doesn't look bad. And the official new high on this one would be 20 cents, 21, and 17x. Mochi. Yeah, they're gonna list Mochi on Coinbase ever? Or no? Yeah, Mochi's not doing anything. Mochi's still going sideways and down. It's still bearish. You can see that. Mochi's still just chopping around. Bearish below 15, bottom in over 1. So as long as you're bearish below that 3.2, still could drop 26%. But I would imagine if it gets listed on Coinbase with Toshi, then it'll probably have a decent run. 20x would take you up to 303. Alright, but yeah, we're just over an hour in. It's only 14 people here, so we're going to end it here. I will be back on tomorrow, and then the next, from Thursday to Sunday, it's going to be live streams in the evenings because I work. But I appreciate all you guys coming through. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the support. We'll get out of here at some point. We'll make it. Last stop, Giga. Yeah, as long as you hold over, you're making higher highs and higher lows. I believe that was the bottom for Giga. As long as you hold over 2, you're bullish, which you probably should because you do have you're holding this uptrend here. You may wick down below a little bit ultimately, as long as 2 holds, break out over 3.5. Now, man, what did Boudang ever do? New high would be at 8x up to 18, maybe 20 cents. I have no idea where this thing's going. 4 to 5 cents would be an 18 to a 20x. Moodang. Alright, we're going to end it with Moodang here just because I want to see what Moodang did. Moodang was getting ready to take off. Did it take off? Oh, she's still waiting for me. Damn. If I just had $100 to throw on Moodang long right now. Yeah, Moodang's about to blast out of here again. Damn. It's like, how is that even possible? Not financial advice, but everyone pile into Moodang. Holding bullish over the 236, 618, going completely sideways here. Alright, we'll end it with that. As always, I appreciate you guys coming in here. None of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching. Good luck, everyone. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.